What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be working on the jet boat again, and as you can see, last episode we got it running, and what I really want to do is get water hooked up to it and bring it up to temp and just make sure that there's no issues, because obviously we only ran it for like 20-30 seconds because I didn't want to melt the exhaust hoses or have any issues there. So we're going to put the hose on it. All right, folks, so I was going to hook this thing up to water the other day and run it, and when I hooked up the hose, all of a sudden I heard water running into the bilge, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Well, turns out that two of the frost plugs on the engine block had been removed, I'm assuming by the previous owner, to drain all the water out before winter time or before storage or whatever the case may be. So they're kind of in a spot. I'm going to use some rubber expansion plugs. I'd really like to put some steel or probably brass plugs in there, being a marine application, but we've got a couple of these guys here. These are a expanding rubber plug that are made by Dorman, and they come in various sizes, and they'll fit into the frost plug on this engine. So if we go down here underneath the exhaust manifold, down on the side of the block, you can see where I'm talking about. There's nothing there. You can see all the dirt inside. Oh yeah. So other ones are in place, don't look too shabby a shape. There you can see that big, turns out this is a 14-quart oil pan made by Dooley, I believe it is. So we're going to try to slip that into that spot there. All right, so we got that guy in place. Now what we're going to do, take this here, what you do is you tighten these up, and of course that hose is always in the way. Tighten these up until they get taut, and then what it does is it just expands them out a little bit, and then they can't come popping out. So now we got that guy nice and flush in there. I don't know if this thing turns or not, but guess we'll find out. Now you can see the starter that I had to replace. So we're going to go over to the other side and do the exact same operation, and then we're going to see if this thing fires up again without draining water into the bilge, because it makes a mess. All right, we're over here on the other side of the motor, and look, here you can see that other side that's out. So we're going to do the same operation and put that guy in there, and you can get a better view on this side of that big 14-quart oil pan, that big old Dooley. So kind of cool stuff. All right, so we've got this other one in place. We're going to take a look maybe through here, see if we can see it. Yeah, there we go. See if we can tighten this guy up. There we go. Pretty nice and tight. She ain't going nowhere. So now I think we can hook the hose up to her and fire this baby up. Okay, well, we've got water hooked up, water coming out the tailpipes here, and we got fuel, battery. We're gonna go ahead and crank her up and see if we can run her up to temp without having any issues. Looks like we've got oil pressure. Does not look like the alternator is charging. All right. All right, so we know that she runs. Doesn't seem to be any major issues. I haven't touched anything. I haven't rebuilt the carb. I haven't gone through any of the hoses, anything like that. So I think next on the list is going to be doing a tune-up on it, putting new plugs, wires, cap rotor in it. I'm going to put an electronic ignition conversion because it's got points in it, and then rebuild the carburetor on it. And then I want to go through and pull the intake manifold off and pull the valve covers off and then pull the exhaust manifolds off and go through those and sandblast and paint some of those and polish the exhaust logs and whatnot. So that'll be coming up soon, but I'm pretty tickled that she runs. So I will catch you guys in the next episode.